2 Samuel 12:1. Then the Lord sent Nathan to David. The Lord sent Nathan to David. Go to David. Kind of confusing because God here has a crown and David has a crown. And he came to him and said to him, there were two men in one city. I'm from San Francisco. There's a building like that in San Francisco. There were two men in one city, one rich. This man had a lot of money. And the other poor. This man only had a little money. Nathan told David. Then the Lord sent Nathan to David, and he came to him and said to him, there were two men in one city, one rich and the other poor. 2 Samuel 12:2. The rich man had exceedingly many flocks and herds. The rich man owned many animals, flocks of sheep and herds of cattle. But the poor man had nothing, except one little ewe lamb, a female, which he had bought. I'll buy her. And nourished, given her food and nutrients. Here you go. Nathan told David. The rich man had exceedingly many flocks, but the poor man had nothing except one little ewe lamb, which he had bought and nourished. 2 Samuel 12:3. And it grew up, together with him and his children. They grew up together. I need to change that. The sheep grew up with him and his children. It ate of his own food. They ate together. And drank from his own cup. They drank together. And lay in his bosom. The poor man and the sheep lay in his chest, and it was like a daughter to him. Uriah and his sheep were like a father and daughter. This was a father and daughter at church the other day. Nathan told David. And it grew up, together with him and his children. It ate of his own food and drank from his own cup and lay in his bosom, and it was like a daughter to him. 2 Samuel 12:4. And a traveler came to the rich man. A visitor. Rich man and traveler. I presume a visitor. Who refused to take from his own flock and from his own herd to prepare one for the wayfaring man who had come to him. I won't use one of my own animals to give to my visitor to eat. But he took the poor man's lamb. The rich man took the poor man's lamb and prepared it for the man who had come to him. The rich man prepared the poor man's lamb for his guest. Nathan told David. And a traveler came to the rich man, who refused to take from his own flock and from his own herd to prepare one for the wayfaring man who had come to him. But he took the poor man's lamb and prepared it for the man who had come to him. 2 Samuel 12:5. So David's anger was greatly aroused. David's anger burned against the man. And he said to Nathan, as the Lord lives, as God lives, the man who had done this will surely die. And he shall restore fourfold of the lamb, because he did this thing, and because he had no pity. Then Nathan said to David, you are the man. Thus says the Lord God of Israel, I anointed you king over Israel. God anointed king over David king of Israel, and I delivered you from the hand of Saul. God delivered David from Saul. And out of space, but I hope you understood a little bit.